Alright, here's the easiest way to beat these new legend stages. You're going to definitely want to use Lancer, and you're going to want to use another strong unit. I'm using Gilgamesh, and he does have Ethereal, but hopefully that doesn't affect the results too much. But I found him to be a good alternative, and not such a high cost unit, I'd say. And of course we're going to be using 2 farm units and a buff unit. So when we start, preferably we're going to want to keep re-rolling until we get the immunity card, just because that's not going to affect our run basically at all. So I recommend just restarting until you get that card. So here we got immunity, so we're going to use that, and we're just going to start normal, placing our farms, and we're going to want to set up our units around where I'm standing right now, just so that gives us some time to collect some money and place the units we need. So we're going to want to focus on getting the global ability for Gilgamesh, and also getting Lancer to upgrade 7 so he can rupture the boss. So once I place on my farms here, I'm going to upgrade probably 1 more when this wave starts, and then I'm going to place a Gilgamesh. Alright, wait for the wave to start. Now we're just going to focus on getting all Gilgameshes down, and we don't really need to place a Lancer. And we don't really need to worry about getting a Lancer down for a little bit. Place another one, and a third. So next we're actually just going to place a Subaru or any unit buffer unit. This probably isn't too necessary, but it'll help and just make things easier, especially if you don't have a good roll on your Gilgamesh. And the trait on your Lancer shouldn't really matter, since he's only there to hit the boss once, and that's basically his only job. But I do have ZZZ plus on my Gilgamesh, just so you guys know. And I do have Padoru on my Gilgamesh, just for future reference, in case you guys are wondering. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, this is Legend Stage 3, which is the highest tier, and this strategy should work on both 1 and 2, as they are, I believe, a little easier. So we upgrade our last farm, now we can go ahead and go upgrade our Gilgameshes now. And one of the reasons I'm using him is because he is immune to status elements, which your units actually end up getting debuffed by some sort of enemy. I'm not actually sure yet, but it makes your damage go really low. And an option is to use Sakura to cleanse your units, but that's just very expensive, and it's easier to use a unit that is immune to these debuffs. So I usually upgrade 1 Gilgamesh to a Cone AoE, and then I'm going to place a Lancer and upgrade him to upgrade 7 to get the Rupture for later on. And also I'm going to make sure Lancer is targeting bosses. So now we got upgrade 7, we don't got to worry about him anymore. Now that we have the global cooldown, we're going to save that until the boss is in the radius, and now we're just going to upgrade our other Gilgameshes to as much as we can for basically the rest of the match. And once wave 15 hits, we can sell our farms, as they are pointless now, and we get some extra money from them. So go ahead and sell the farms. And by the way, I haven't upgraded my Subaru at all yet, and he should just stay at upgrade 0. No, I could be upgrading my other Gilgamesh, which I might hear if we start leaking really bad, but I'm trying to get the Cone AoE, as that's very helpful. There we go, that'll help with our ad clear a lot better. Now we can focus on the last Gilgamesh. And if you really wanted to, you could probably set up back here if you really desired, as you'll have more money by the time the enemies get over there and might have a higher chance of success. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Gilgamesh that has a global ability on boss priority, and just to make sure, and now we're going to use a global cooldown or global ability. That'll clear a lot of the ads and do a humongous amount of damage to him. And from here on out, it should be pretty free. There's a boss dead, and now we just got the remaining enemies. And there we go. Again, this should work with any of the legend stages, and yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helped you.